Hey there, hi there, ho there. It's Mr. K again, here to tell you about, again, more stuff we have here in the Makerspace. This next video is going to tell you about my friend, George, or as I like to call him, Big Red. Big Red is another cabinet of tools that, if the teacher feels you'll need it, we'll take it out for you to use. Some things in red are teacher tools, some of them are student tools. Let's take a look at everything so we know which one is which. Teachers, this video might be more for you than for students, but use it as you see fit. So, starting off with George or Big Red, to access Big Red, the lid has to be up. Otherwise, these drawers here, these top drawers, won't open unless the lid is up. In the top section of George, you will find extra hand tools, extra hammers, screwdrivers, tape measures, wrenches, pliers, just some extra hand tools that are not in the student toolboxes. Next drawer down, you will find what we call the Allen wrenches. These guys here. Close-up view. For the Allen wrenches, we do have the SAE and we have the millimeters, or the metric. So we do have one of each. We also have the box cutters, or the razors. These are teacher only. Got it? Teacher only. Hey, can I use one of these? No, you can't. Unless you're an adult, not for you. We have the staple gun and the staples that go in it. Students are allowed to use this tool, but with adult supervision, simply because I don't want it to jam and I don't want staples to end up where they don't belong. We also have the magnifiers for the helping hands. If you're really getting in there with some tiny, tiny electricity work, these can be beneficial. So these are here also. Next drawer down, tin snips. These again, teacher only. Got it? Teacher only. This is another lever, but this is an intense lever. These big handles and these huge cutters, seriously, these will remove fingers. Students, you are not allowed to use this. This is teacher only. Also in this drawer, you will find the hacksaws for cutting plastic and metal. We'll talk about the wood saws here in a minute. Next drawer down. Electrical tape, which is extra to what is over in the cabinets on the wall. We also have solder for the soldering irons for the electricity projects. And we have what are called the multimeters. Another electricity tool, the multimeter. This will measure voltage, amps, just some of the other measurements we talk about when we measure circuits and electricity. So we've got some of these available as well. That's the top part of Big Red. When you're done at the top, close the lid. You don't need this open for the bottom drawers. In the bottom drawers, you will find some glue guns, hot glue guns. This is another tool a lot of you are probably familiar with, that you've probably used before. With the hot glue guns, the business end is the tip. This is the part that gets hot. This is the part that gets hot. Glue sticks feed through here. This hot tip melts the sticks, allowing the glue to come out, which will then harden back into what the glue stick, it's kind of like melting plastic and the plastic unmelts or gets hard again. So we've got some of these. We also have a ton more of these in the labeled cabinet on the wall that we saw in an earlier video. So this is the hot glue gun. Here's the most important thing to know about the hot glue gun. It is extremely, again, that's a word that gets overused, but this is legit, extremely important that this does not touch this. What happens is if this melts through this, best case scenario, you destroy a glue gun. Worst case scenario, sparks, smoke, lots and lots of dangerous stuff I'd rather not have happen in the makerspace. So with the glue guns, if you're not using it, if it has a stand, stand it up. If it doesn't have a stand, lay it on its side to make sure that this does not happen. Extremely important that this does not happen. Okay, back to the tools. Next drawer down. Whoops. You will find sandpaper of multiple grits. There's a lot of it, but please don't waste it. For the sandpaper, when you need it, cut out a section of what you need. Go for it. We do have sanding blocks in the blue materials cabinet. But this is the sandpaper. You will also find an assortment of bits for the drills, which we'll get here in a minute. We have drilling bits of all different sizes. We also have screwdriver bits of all different sizes. Here you will also find some of the spare parts to the power tools, which we'll get to in a different video. Spare blades for the saws, spare discs for the sanders. This is where you'll find some of those power tool parts. Next drawer down, you will find the electric drills. Now, with the electric drills, inside each one is already a Phillips or a plus and a flathead minus bit. These are included. These are the ones you're most likely going to need. To add this, you simply screw this open, flip it over, make sure it's in there, and screw it back. And it says right on there, lock and unlock, so you know which way to go. With these, there's also an indicator on the side. This tells you how charged the drill is. This one, you can see, has 1 bar, and there it goes. So this one is about to go dead. In this drawer, you'll also find the chargers for the drill. This plugs into the back of the drill like this. Then obviously you know what this does. So those are drills. We also have the red Milwaukee drills, but we don't have enough battery packs for all of these. So please use the green ones first. These are kind of the backup. We need to buy some more batteries for them, honestly. And the bottom drawer, you will find these, what we call C-clamps. As you can see, there's a pretty good reason why we call it a C-clamp. These, you twist to tighten, twist to loosen. I'll show you some more about these in the next video. Finally, in the bottom drawer, we have the first member of the saw family, which is the pull saw. So again, there's going to be a whole video about our saw family, and I'll show you how these work in that video, but you will find them in the bottom drawer of Big Red. So that's George, that's Big Red, another one of our tool chests. Again, students, never take anything out of here unless you are given permission to do so.